Hey folks, Ed Wagon Seller here with this week's episode of the Wagon Seller Wednesday Windup. I hope you're doing well. Last week I was in the woods in Brunswick County, and don't worry, that property is going to be coming on the market before you know it. This week I'm going to break away from the norm a little bit. I just got back from the Keller Williams family reunion, which is what they call at Keller Williams, their convention, their annual convention. And of course, New Orleans is one of my favorite places on the planet. New York, New Orleans, I love them both. And while I attended some phenomenal classes and education about how to better serve you, my customers, I also got a taste of what real New Orleans is like. Just like any city, there's the place, like in New York, it's Times Square. Well, in New Orleans, it's Bourbon Street. It's where all the tourists go. And if you really want to sample what a city has to offer, sometimes you just got to get away from all the noise. I know you're probably thinking, so when did he actually go to class? But folks, I promise you I was in classes constantly. But when I wasn't in class, I was seeing and feeling New Orleans the way it was meant to be done. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Lag Gasparovic and Debbie LaRiviere for including me on this fantastic real estate adventure. I'd also like to thank my wife for holding down the fort while I was down in New Orleans. And lastly, I'd like to thank Chris BTO Jones, straight out of New Orleans, for putting me in all the hot spots all weekend long. Until next week, folks, if you need me, call me, text me, Facebook message me, email me, visit me on my website at edhomeseller.com, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Until next week, where you at? Where you at?